Good morning, gamers. Hope you all are having a fantastic day. I know recently I've just uploaded videos of my ones games or twos games, but today I decided to do something different, as I'm sure that you've noticed from the title of this video. As someone who's put in a decent chunk of hours into Rocket League, I thought it might be helpful to make a list of tips that I have found to be most effective for improving your gameplay. I know I'm not the first person to make a video like this, and if you've watched other videos like this, there will probably be a good amount of overlap. But since a game like Rocket League evolves so fast, my hope for this video is just to broadly cover 5 ways to improve your gameplay in 2020. Whether you're new to the game, you're a Grand Plat, or even someone in Grand Champion. On the off chance that any pro ends up watching this, I love you, Granovi, I'll have to admit that you might not get a lot out of this one. But that's a long enough intro. You guys came here for the tips, so let's get right into it. Number 1, training intentionally and effectively. One of the most important things you can do to improve in Rocket League is spend time practicing. Now this is a very expansive topic to cover, and since I might make a different video for this, I'm just going to give you guys the basic idea for training. When you train, you want to always have a purpose during the time you're training. You don't just want to go into free play and kind of just mess around. You always want to have a goal in mind. So try and think about something that you would like to improve, and when you go to train, work on that. For example, the past couple months, I've been really intentional to work on my dribbles and flicks. I've spent a lot of time in free play controlling the ball, and I've spent time in workshop maps trying to get better and more consistent flicks. And now I can hit monster flicks like these. If you're on PC, I would highly recommend utilizing workshop maps that cater to the specific thing that you want to work on. I personally regularly use Dribbling Challenge 2, Air Dribble Gauntlet, and different rings maps. If you're on console, you can still train in free play and do what's best for you, or you can find custom training packs that will help you as well. Number 2, watching replays. Now this might seem like a more boring option to some of you guys, but nonetheless it is a huge way to discover holes in your game that you probably wouldn't notice if you were in game. Whether you mostly play ones, twos, or threes, watching replays gives you the opportunity to watch yourself from other players' points of view. If you've ever had a game where you feel like the other team is just better, or they play faster, or things like that, make sure to save that replay, go back, and watch that game from their points of view. Look at the decisions they make, how they position themselves, and things like that. This can be especially helpful if you have a buddy or two that you regularly play with. Many of you might know that I consistently play twos with Nathan, and recently we decided to set time aside every week to go over replays of our twos games and talk about what we did well, what we can improve on, and things we can change to help us play better as a team. Whatever game mode you play, replays are incredibly valuable for all-around improvement in your gameplay. Number 3, playing 1v1s. In the same way that watching replays helps you find holes in your game, playing ones will clearly reveal to you what problems you have in your game. Now this might be a hot take, but I firmly believe it, so you can quote me on this one. If you want to quickly get better and smarter at Rocket League, you have to play ones. Playing ones will show you what strengths you have that are allowing you to score, and also what weaknesses you have that are forcing you to get scored on. Since you don't have any teammates to blame in ones, it will become crystal clear to you when you make mistakes, and you can learn from those moments to get better for next time. Ones is also an incredibly beneficial mode for improving your kickoffs, which are obviously important in every game mode. It might be the most tilting game mode. It might not be the most fun game mode. But it will make you better at the game, guaranteed. Number 4, learning new mechanics. Regardless of what rank you're at, odds are that there is some mechanic out there that you either can't do or you can't do consistently. Devoting time to practicing these new mechanics can help expand your arsenal of what you can do, and it can also make you more comfortable with the skills that you already have. For example, this past month I've been learning how to use air roll left instead of just air roll. And as I've learned how to use it, not only am I getting better at using air roll left, but I'm also getting more consistent using normal air roll spins. A month ago, I couldn't air roll past the first section of Lethamir's rings map. Now look at me go. It isn't perfect by any means, and I still have a long ways to go before I'm satisfied with where I'm at, but it is an extremely significant improvement given where I was just a month ago. It's the same idea with any mechanic that you want to learn. As you learn that mechanic, you'll get better and more consistent at the movements required to complete that mechanic. Hopefully that makes a little bit of sense at least. Number 5, play the game. This probably isn't even a valid tip because of how broad it is, but in all reality, if you want to get better at Rocket League, you're going to have to give it time. It's going to take hours of doing any of these tips before you might see any practical change, and simply playing the game will make you better at it. As you play more games, you train more hours, you'll build muscle memory that will help you get better. You will never find a random tip on YouTube that will instantly take you from Diamond 1 to Grand Champ. It's just not that simple. You'll have to take what you learn and apply it repeatedly over time. It is extremely important that you allow yourself to have fun as you play this game. Allow yourself to make mistakes that you can learn from. Always try your best, but don't beat yourself up if you're not playing at the level that you want to be. Give it time and just enjoy the game. That's it, guys. Those are my 5 ways to improve in Rocket League in 2020. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you'd like to pick my brain about any of it, or you have something that you'd like to add, you can find me on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday where I stream. I'll make sure to put a link down in the description if you guys want to check it out. But that's all I got. I hope you guys know that Jesus loves you, and so do I. We'll see you in the next one.